Niantic finally fixed the 7-kilometer egg pull, and I'm extremely happy about it. There's a lot of great Pokemon that you can get from 7-kilometer eggs right now, and you want to utilize your incubators now on 7-kilometer eggs. I'm going to be talking about all of this in this video. Let's get right into it. How's it hanging, everyone? It's me, It's Count, here with a brand new Pokemon GO video, and yes, you heard that right, 7-kilometer eggs are getting a shakeup, and it's finally time that we got some decent Pokemon out of these eggs, and that is precisely what we're getting with this new egg shakeup. Now, I know this is not necessarily a game-breaking bug that they fixed, or it's something that players necessarily focus on a day-to-day basis, but 7-kilometer eggs has needed a shakeup for a while. Now, at the beginning of this year, they gave us a whole bunch of fossil Pokemon, majority of those being useless as our 7-kilometer egg hatches, and people were scratching their heads because it just made no sense that they would add these Pokemon into 7-kilometer eggs. So right off the top, I'm going to tell you what Pokemon actually hatch from 7-kilometer eggs right now. It's a whole bunch of ALOLAN Pokemon and Galarian Pokemon. Now, on the surface, that may not seem too exciting, but I'm going to be telling you why you should be excited about these 7-kilometer egg hatches. More specifically, there's a lot of implications for PvP with these egg hatches. A lot of Prime Ultra League Pokemon actually hatch from this list of Pokemon, and you will want to pick up a good one through these egg hatches. Out of 7-kilometer eggs, you can get an ALOLAN Sandshrew, you can get an ALOLAN Diglett, you could also get an ALOLAN Vulpix, an ALOLAN Grimer, ALOLAN Meowth, and ALOLAN Geodude. And on top of all these ALOLAN Pokemon, you could pick up a Galarian Zigzagoon, a Galarian Meowth, a Galarian Darumaka, and a Galarian Stunkfish. Now, if you look at all of these Pokemon individually, they are not too exciting, but overall, this is a really decent egg pull compared to what we had before. Now, as I mentioned, there's a lot of good implications for PvP. If you're trying to build up a good Ultra League team, there's a lot of great options right here within this egg pull. First and foremost, you will want a really nice ALOLAN Grimer. This will give you an ALOLAN Muck, which is making its rounds in the Ultra League. It's definitely a staple on my own personal team, so you will want to pick up an ALOLAN Muck through these eggs. And on top of that, there is also Galarian Zigzagoon, which a lot of players have been using right now in the Ultra League. It's a really powerful Pokemon in the Ultra League. It can sweep through a lot of the top meta Pokemon, so you will want to pick up a good one through these egg hatches. And then, of course, there is Galarian Stunkfish, which in the Ultra League and the Great League, it could be very useful. So there's a lot of great options for PvPers in this egg pool, and it's something that I think a lot of players who are interested in battling should be focused on. Now let's talk about shiny hunters. There's a whole bunch of shinies in this egg pool. Pretty much every single one of those ALOLANs can be shiny, and of course some of them are extremely rare, like ALOLAN Muck. I think among a lot of shiny collectors, Vulpix is a fan favorite, so you could actually pick up a shiny Vulpix through these eggs, so that's definitely something to look out for. And then finally, for our raiders, you can get yourself a really good Darumaka through these egg hatches. The ice type Darumaka is going to be really powerful in raids. In fact, I think it takes the #1 spot as the best ice type attacker. So if you want a really good ice type attacker against dragons and flying types and different things like that, well, Darumaka is the Pokemon you will want to focus on. There's just something for everybody among this egg pool, and it's just great to see. I mean, to be honest with you, when they switched it over to the fossil Pokemon, I was extremely confused by that because it completely devalued 7-kilometer eggs. And sure, yeah, there's a couple of fossil Pokemon that are kind of rare that a lot of players are still looking for. But if you think about it, 7-kilometer eggs is the worst place to put these kinds of Pokemon. If you think of the theme of a 7-kilometer egg, you get it through your friends all across the world, so it is something that you should have a regional theme behind. And if you think about all of these Galarian and ALOLAN Pokemon, well, it's the perfect fit for this kind of a theme. These are regional variations of different Pokemon, so it just makes sense to include them in 7-kilometer eggs, like as if you're getting these Pokemon from a different part of the world. It just makes sense. It adds a lot of flavor and a lot of fun to 7-kilometer eggs. Now, the main reason why I'm happy about this egg shakeup has nothing to do with the Pokemon themselves. It's the fact that they are recognizing that eggs are essentially the loot boxes of Pokemon Go, and they want to add as much value to these eggs as they possibly can. Think about it. If you are spending your money to buy Pokecoins, you could spend those Pokecoins on incubators, and then those incubators are used to hatch eggs for a random Pokemon. It's essentially the same mechanics as other loot boxes in other games. So you really want to make sure you spend your coins wisely and get the most value out of these eggs. And that is precisely what Niantic is doing with this egg shakeup. That was my biggest gripe by making them all fossil Pokemon. It's Pokemon that players will not necessarily want to get. So if you are hatching 7-kilometer eggs with your hard-earned money, well, you're not going to get a valuable Pokemon in return. But now with these Galarian Pokemon, there's something for everybody. If you are a shiny hunter, if you are a battler, or if you are someone who likes to raid, there's a Pokemon in this egg pool that is just for you. So yeah, I'm really happy that they're doing this, and this is exactly what they should be doing when it comes to any kind of egg hatching. But speaking of value, of course your most valuable hatches will still be 9-10-kilometer eggs. You will want to pick those up if you are looking for the absolute best value for your incubators, but 7-kilometer eggs are still very valuable with this egg pool. So if you want to spend your money on incubators, you will not lose out with this egg pool. It's still definitely worth hatching. Now before I end this video, I want to address one big concern that's been on the back of my mind. Well, we have a whole bunch of these bonuses going on in the game, and that is a result of the worldwide pandemic. Because we are not all able to go out and play, we are able to get a lot more gifts. We're able to hold on to more gifts and send out more gifts. I think these bonuses are stuff that we've gotten used to, and once they go away, they will eventually go away. And we're all going to be in a bit of a shock because we've just been so used to these bonuses, a lot of these quality of life additions. So I think a lot of players will be really frustrated. But so when it comes to these 7-kilometer eggs, it's going to feel really jarring once these bonuses go away. At this current moment, we are not getting as many eggs as we could be getting through gifts. And I really think they need to up the rate at which we can get eggs and up the rate at which we can get a lot of rare Pokemon out of these eggs. I think that will be a good way to cushion some of the shock that players will feel once these bonuses go away. And I honestly have been frustrated at the rate at which we get 7-kilometer eggs, because before this egg shakeup, we had a couple of events where we actually had some temporary egg shakeups that were really good. But the problem is we were not getting 7-kilometer eggs at a decent rate. So I'm really hoping that they increase the rate at which we can get eggs from gifts, because having this egg shakeup is great, but it wouldn't matter if we're not even getting those eggs. So yeah, it's just something for Niantic to consider, but overall I'm really happy with this egg shakeup. But let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think about these new 7-kilometer eggs? Is this something that you're going to be hatching quite regularly? I'm going to be doing it personally. I've been saving up a lot of Pokecoins to get a whole bunch of incubators. I've just been waiting for the right moment, the right egg pool, and it seems like this is good enough for me. But yeah, I would love to know your thoughts. Definitely share them down below. And as always, be safe, have fun, and I'll catch you all later.